What's poppin'? Welcome to the Titans Colosseum Podcast. You know who I am. You know who I'm in the building with. Fellas, what's poppin'?
What's going on? What's going on, man? Hey, man, we actually got some good news for once, right?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, we got at least some news. I didn't honestly expect the GM hire to come this soon, but at least we got something to kind of talk about more that's not just so gloomy and down as it's kind of been these past couple of weeks. But, you know, we're going to approach it with a realistic and an optimistic point of view as well.
I don't know how much optimism you gonna get out of me, but
Same here.
I'm almost
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm only gonna go so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna most definitely give you my honest thoughts and opinions. Firestone and RJ will most definitely give their honest thoughts and opinions as always. But hey, listen, make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the third. And make sure you go holler at Wilson down in Music City Autoplex. Buy with confidence. Best prices in 500 miles. If you can't make it to the lot, go to musiccityautoplix.com and check out their inventory and give them a call at 844-543-0108. Get those picks in, y'all. Bet US, where the games begin. 10% gamblers insurance, 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. Scan that QR code, lock those picks in, and watch the entirety of tonight's episode because we're going to be dropping, all little picks on there. We ain't no experts or whatever. You ain't got to take our advice, but just know that we make educated picks. Hey, shout out to Melissa watching tonight. Shout out to Top Tier in the building. We got Titans Store in the house with us. Omar, what's happening with you? William, what's good with you? You on time today, fella? We got Mike in the building. We got Chris. We got Philip here. Philip, no nonsense tonight, man. You can't be cracking me up like you've been doing here the last few weeks. But we got Lewis here, man. Corey, Andre, and Jill. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Hey, Titans, they got a new fall guy, man. And
Hey, that's a good one, man.
I told y'all I'm gonna give y'all my other thoughts and opinions, and that's exactly what it is to me. I mean, it's a fall guy. I mean, Mike Borgonzi, he want to bring his buddies, but at least he didn't go and get the Green Bay buddies. So, I mean, it is some diversity in the front office. Question is, how long are they gonna keep this thing together? And RJ, gonna start it off with you. Your thoughts on the hiring of Mike Borgonzi as the Titans' new GM.
First thing I'm gonna say is, look, I'm gonna say this, Miss Amy, you surprised me with this one because I show for the love of hell said Sullivan. I made a video about it. I was 100% confident we were gonna hire the Green Bay guy. I'm being 100% real. He just fit like a typical Tennessee Titan hire. But I'll say this, man. I mean, why not hire from the 3-time Super Bowl champs? Why not? You know what I'm saying? So I just, I'm at the point where I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was a good pick, man. And then what I thought about it was us. That's the reason why you tank, because guess what? Not only we had the best job on the market. I mean, listen, you got to keep it 100, man. I know we've been gloomy and sad on this podcast, but we had the best job on the market out of all the teams that had openings. We had the best job, so we're gonna get the best candidate. And I think, in my opinion, and I said it before, he's been the number one guy for me. So I think he's the best guy on the market.
Yeah, I got to look at it with 2 ways here because, all right, it does look nice. Like, the optics of this does look nice. He does look very qualified. He comes from a franchise that's trying to three-peat now, won how many Super Bowls, how many play, been a part of that and that whole culture. But this is also the same type of narrative they were selling us when Rand came here, the 49er way. And this is how they know how to do it. Same shit they sold us when Callahan came, the Cincinnati Bengal way. And they did, like, even though this optics, everything looks good and he does seem to look qualified, to me, I still like, these things just don't work out for us. So for whatever reason, it just hasn't worked, and they know how to sell these things to us. They know how to make it look nice to us and kind of make at least the paperwork of the presentation of who they're hiring or putting in place looks like it's in the step in the right the foot in the right moving forward, but it never falls down to that. So I don't know if this is actually going to be something that actually works out. How do you actually work together? How do you actually bring stuff here? Are you actually one of the guys that was actually helping Kansas City, or are you was one of the first guys that wanted to get out there to kind of make a name for yourself in a role that really doesn't give you a GM title role from the way it sounds? And like, okay, yeah, this stuff does look good, but remember, this roster looked good on paper last year on the preseason. Everything they showed us on Callahan at the beginning of the year looked good on paper. All that stuff still looked good, but it didn't turn into anything. So, yeah, it was kind of a good sell. Number 1 pick. We can go get a guy. We got this cap space, a new GM job, but there's still all those things we were saying before that. Brinker's still going to be in control. Brinker's going to have the full say of this. So, is he really going to come here and make a difference and be able to make an impact? Or like Morocco said earlier, is he just going to be the fall guy after Callahan?
Man, Firestone, you hit the hammer on the nail when you spoke about the Titans dressing it up and presenting it to us like it's the greatest thing that could ever happen. Because when they announced it today, they said during Mike's 16 years in the league, he has been a key part of transforming the Chiefs from a 2-win team to a 3-time Super Bowl champion. During our meetings, he articulated a clear plan to build a championship standard in Nashville through consistency, discipline, and hard work. I've admired him for many years, and I'm thrilled to add him to the team as our general manager. This came from Chad Brinker, so
look, okay. So this my thing is, I get what Firestone said. Firestone pretty much hit the nail on the coffin with that take. That Titans have been on some cosplay, dressed it up, making it look like, hey, this, that, and the other. Like I said, they've been the Wizard of Oz for God knows for the past 2 years. The reason why it hasn't worked and it hasn't clicked is because the biggest position, the most position on the field has been horrible. I mean, that's why it didn't work this year. And that, I think if you were to give us anything good at the most important position in football, I think we would have been a much more competitive football team. We would have had a direction. We would have had a trajectory. We didn't have one because we sucked. But we stuck there. And you get this guy here who comes in, he sees, okay, they can get a quarterback. They have a legitimate roster. They just need a quarterback that's going to put it all together. And I think that's why he came here. You know what I'm saying? He came here because we got the number 1 pick. If we did not have the number 1 pick, that guy was not coming here. I mean, let's just keep it 100. He's a top guy.
For me, is that I if we had better QB play, our team would be better here. But I was before letting it blame on, it's the QB's fault in that situation. But now it's becoming, we've had this issue since Mariota. Honestly, since before then. We've had this issue since McNair. This is not a QB issue. This is a front office issue. This is a franchise issue. Yes, we need to have a QB to turn things around, but this isn't a QB issue because even if we say we got QB, all right, then let's say, all right, the A.J. Brown, they still show that they don't know how to handle or that they mishandle players here. And got statement that Brinker put out. All right, cool. That's great and everything. But we also know what the actual job description is for the Tennessee Titans GM role. If he is all that shit you've listed out, why in the hell would he take a GM role that you're not actually the GM if you're that damn qualified? If I'm that damn qualified, I'm not having a job that has all the responsibility of the fault, but none of the authority to actually handle anything when I get the responsibility of the fault. So cool, that sounds nice, but to me, there's that point of if you was really that qualified, then why the hell would you pick this job when there's still 2 other GM jobs out there?
Yo, we got a super chat from True Height. True Height, we appreciate you very much as always. Major difference is that Kansas City only kept 3 people when Andy Reid arrived, and this dude went through the ranks / changed just like Arthur Smith did. And I'll give you that. I mean, you bring up a good point. He's most definitely experienced, and I mean he's qualified to do the job. But as a Titans fan, And as someone that's fed up with their foolishness, I can't just sit up here and crown the man today. I can't sit up here and just say, yes, it's a good hire. The Titans are back, blah, blah, blah. I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. I need to see some wins on the football field. But before we get to the actual football, I need to see him make some quality moves because this roster, it needs a lot. And it isn't going to change overnight. But if you could bring in legitimate quality players that we know have produced in the NFL, I think that would be a good start.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
I just think that this guy, like you said earlier, for multiple reasons why this guy is probably going to be, and I'm not complaining, like I see somebody say that in chat, not complaining. It's just realizing what this team does and how this team actually uses people. This team don't make people better normally. They usually use them and then push them out somewhere. So you know that a lot of players aren't happy about this Rand thing. You know you have settled and made unsettled a lot of player relationships in that locker room. It doesn't matter who you hire. You're not going to make those better with those players. So some players are still going to come in and request trades, and some players are going to get traded away. So when the fan base don't like it, this is another reason why this guy can be the fall guy and not Brinker, because when your favorite Titan starts to leave this offseason and trade or whatever, it's his fault. It wasn't Brinker's fault. It was this new GM's fault that came and wanted to change the culture up and set a new narrative. It's this new – so it's just – reading the tea leaves of what's to come, because everything we've said and we've reported before is still true about what's going on in the franchise. They've just added this piece to what is still going on, and it's still a snake pit there.
Nah, look, this is my thing is I'm not even gonna comment on what the Titans got going on. I'm just gonna comment on the specific hire itself. It's a good hire. You cannot. I mean, I get it. We're supposed to be pessimistic. I'm done with the Titans BS. But bro, let's keep it 100. I was just watching NFL Network. Even they like the hire. It's a good hire. I mean, for what it is, for the candidates that's out there, it's a good hire. And then it's a step in the right direction. But I'll say this. I mean, yeah, I agree with y'all. The results need to happen on the field. I'm tired of pat on the back. That was good. Like, no, we need to win. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, and I'm not disputing that. Like, it might not be a good hire, or he might be good. Like, but that's where I'm trying to see it's not more about him. It's more about how the Titans will handle this and how that'll go. So you might be a good fit, or you might be a good hire, but are you a good fit? Bro, you've seen it out there, and I'll use a relationship analogy where there's like a good girl but got a bad trash dude. It still don't make that not a good girl or even a good dude on the other side, if you want to flip it. Still don't make that person not a good person. They're just in a bad fit in a bad situation. So he could be a good hire. He could be somebody good. But we have seen how toxic and how bad this franchise is, and how this franchise treats people from front office down to players. So it's like, okay, this all might be good, but my worry is, okay, even if he is good, at what point does the Tennessee Titans ruin him and then start trying to slander him like everybody else?
Got a point.
Now, all I'm saying is don't trash the hire, because we actually need to see him do some work before we form a real opinion about what type of GM he is.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll say this as well. Let's not go get a man any crazy ass nicknames. Let's hold off on all the Boeing guys or whatever the hell his name is.
Let Brink think. I think it's what everybody's doing now.
Yeah,
you see how chill. I just
that we trust. Let's leave all that alone.
You're going to earn it now.
Exactly.
Look, hey man, they said that you driving the U-Haul to Boston, bro. I'm done, bro. All I'm saying is Firestone, bro. If Vrabel come out here and some trash, bro, and with the praises, I don't want we letting you hear this shit. Here's how they get beat, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this. It might be one of those things for Patriots that it's with anything, it's gonna be a learning curve. So those first, I'd say the first quarter of the NFL week or season will probably be rough patch for them. But I expect them to have everything at least turned around and start moving in the right direction by the middle of next season, if not sooner. But I know that first quarter is going to be rough for them next year. But even then, it's still I don't know. I ain't really paying attention or really just rooting or seeing. But other than that at some point they're going to have to be a playoff team we got to face.
Firestone, we going to make a bet, bro. How about we ain't bet on this show in a while, man.
Oh
Okay.
hell!
We gonna come up with something, bro. How about this? I bet that the Tennessee Titans will be better than the New England Patriots.
Appreciate the star, Jill.
Okay, what we betting?
I don't know, man. I gotta look, bro. We beat them last year, so I believe.
But that's not the bet. The bet wasn't.
That's why I said we gonna come up with it.
Better.
We'll come up with it.
You said better, right? The Patriots the Titans will be better than the Patriots next year, right?
Yeah, Titans better than the Patriots.
Bro, we wasn't better this year, and they had Mayo.
We beat them.
But their record, bro, that's not the point. That's not the point. You said
we're better than them right now, bro. We just because we lost more games than them don't mean
okay. Well,
they won an unnecessary football game.
Their record was better, so doesn't that make them okay? We got to figure out what the scale of better is.
We in a better position than they are, bro.
I'll almost guarantee though that they will win more games than us next year, bro. Callahan it's more than just players that's in the roster. It's coaching, it's the locker room, it's the atmosphere, the coaching making adjustment, the coaching knowing how to pull us out of a rut when players get in a rut. And he didn't show none of those things this year outside of how we lost and how the QB play was. It never seemed like he knew an answer how to fix anything. Week in and week out, he came to the podium saying, I don't know what needs to happen, but something needs to happen. No matter what it looks like, we need to figure it out and we need to make a change. And he said it for 18 weeks straight and they never figured it out.
Yeah, like I said, man, hey, we gonna come up with it, Firestone. We gotta come up with something good, bro. So something that's gonna be funny on the show, bro. And so we gonna make this bet, bro. Because I really believe the Titans are gonna be a better football team with Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders at quarterback. And we just didn't have a QB. I'm trying to tell you.
I gotta say the Patriots are going to be the better team next year, just for the simple fact that they have the better coach and they have their quarterback. I mean, Drake May did not have a bad season at all as a rookie. And Vrabel, Vrabel's whole approach towards offensive football or football period, play good defense and run the football. He's not going to have Drake May in a bunch of compromising positions. So whenever Drake May is asked to deliver, he's more than likely going to deliver.
And that's what I was saying, bro. He has his QB, and I love to say that too. Because I don't know if I sent y'all, I sent y'all that clip. I don't know if y'all got to see it, but he had like his sit down interview, and there really wasn't too much in there, but he did say some things about the Titans and stuff. And they asked him, they was like, "Are you a run first guy? Do you just like to run? Because that's all you seem to do over there in Tennessee is run, pass." And he said, "Our best player was Derrick Henry. It's all we had. That's what we had to do. You put the ball in your best player's hand, and we had Henry there. So, yeah, we had to run a lot because we didn't really have a pass game or who we could throw to." So he said, "No, we're going to be here passing, and we're going to pass as much as we need to win a game." So, and they have their QB now. We don't even know if we're going to have our QB or if they're going to even sign a bridge or if we're going to draft one. Bro, I'm taking that bet all day long, bro.
Hey, RJ, you want to trade for Joe Milton?
We're gonna do something. We're gonna do something funny, man.
Yeah. Hey, RJ, you want to trade for Joe Milton?
Hell no. Hell no. Do not let that game fool you, bro. He did it with us too. He did it with us. He dotted up Clemson, bro. We was hyped. Just for him to come out, bro, and look like absolute donkey trash, bro.
We throwing a party the day Firestone breaks up with Vrabel. I
know Vrabel's flaws, man. That's why I know I'm gonna win this bet, man. That's all it is, man. I know the Titans, bro. The Titans was a strong football team for about the first 5 weeks, and then Levis started selling, bro, and they checked out, bro. I'm telling you, I know this team. They checked out, bro. It was like, no, bro, we ain't winning nothing with Mayo, bro. He garbage.
No, you're right. They checked out, and they checked out even more when they fired Rand, and they're checked out ready to get off this team. And you might know Vrabel, but Callahan doesn't, and he's the one calling the damn plays. He ain't got a clue how to handle Mac Jones and the Jaguars. You telling me he's going to know how to handle Mike Vrabel? Bro, this dude knows stuff. He is smart. Let alone just out there getting his players to play through like a tough, I'm not saying they're going to go out there and blow us out, but like when you look at just the coaching across the board, like Vrabel always has players, no matter what players it was, ready to fight for them. You just said Cali had the players ready to give up, and they gave up and was done this year. Like, so, bro, no.
But they said Vrabel gonna draft Jenny, bro.
They probably will.
I can see
He
it.
probably will.
I can
That's
see
what
it.
I'm saying.
30 times a
He's
game.
gonna go ahead and run the ball 30 times, bro. They don't believe me. They don't
Bro, that
believe
is
me.
not the way.
He got his Tannehill, bro. He about to
driving,
get Henry.
He driving the Vrabel's
I
out,
can't.
man.
I can't wait to see what an actual Vrabel team is going to look like when it's not just one dimensional where it's just got a running back. Like, I really want to see what that looks like, because I don't know what it would or what it could look like, but I know that many years in Tennessee, he didn't coach how he wanted to coach. He coached how you could coach with the ability you had on the team. And that not just Vrabel, that was many coaches on our team at that time after J-Rob and his picks and the trade away. Like, you were just trying to do the best with the talent you had on there. It wasn't about executing the strategy you wanted or the plan you wanted. It was executing the strategy and the plan that you felt gave you the best ability to win with the talent you had on that squad, on that roster. And our talent was ass these past 3 years before Rand and Brian changed it around this year or this last offseason.
So, fellas, I want to get to this question from Mr. Incredible in the house, man. Shout out to everybody watching tonight, man. We got 387 in the building. Mr. Incredible says, do y'all think this GM hire increases or decreases our chances at drafting one of the quarterbacks at number one? That's actually one of the topics we were going to discuss, and we might as well go ahead and discuss it, man, because the Titans, they may be planting the seed when it comes to getting Shador, because Peyton McCollum will be the coach at the East-West Shrine Bowl. And on the West team, Shador is the quarterback. So, RJ, how you feeling about it, man? Do you think this GM hire decreases or increases our chances of grabbing a quarterback?
I think it increases. I mean, he comes from Kansas City, man. He knows, bro. Patrick Mahomes said he saw the way it looked like when they were 2 wins. They ain't had no QB. The Alex Smith when they was basically the Tennessee Titans with Tannehill. Then they saw with Patrick Mahomes with a dynamic quarterback due to their franchise to the point they're the New England Patriots. You get what I'm saying? So he knows. Honestly, he's probably about to go look for his next Patrick Mahomes, which is, you know what I'm saying, that boy, man. You know what I'm talking about. But hey, I mean, he's gonna get a close look at Shador Sanders. Shador Sanders, we get to see what he is not only as a quarterback, but like how he is behind the scenes as a leader, how he leads a group of men, man. Can he lead us to where we need him to go, man? Because we only gonna go as far as our quarterback gonna take us, bro. So we're gonna get a good look at Shador and see what he's about.
Take that super chat, Firestone. Shout out to Sports-tacular too.
Sports-tacular said my bad. You were saying that Mr. Chief not coming here. I think that's to you, RJ.
No, I think you the one that was saying. Well, no, I think it wasn't. I did say that. I said it on the.
Yeah, because I didn't have
thought
no
it was
takes on
Sullivan.
nobody coming here yet, because I wasn't investing in it.
Yeah, you said nobody was coming here.
Well, no, I just said I ain't investing until they come here, and then I'll dive in, because I don't know who's actually going to be interested, even if they might be a good hire. Who's actually interested in actually coming here? But shut the fuck up.
Man, y'all doing this tonight,
leave him alone, but he's a Titan.
Man, y'all leave Firestone alone, man. Firestone ain't going no
guy.
damn Foxborough, man.
I'm actually, while we're talking this shit, I'm going to the Arrowhead Stadium. That's where I'm actually headed to. We going to go watch.
Make sure you pick up Borgonzi, bro. You know, bring him over here, man. We got a good conversation with him.
We going to the Arrowhead Stadium right now, so we can go bring Borgonzi back to Tennessee after the the playoff game, bro. That's all we was trying to do. But okay, but we heading to Foxborough. That's all right. No,
they think you got to drive better, Firestone.
Man, but no, with the GM coming in, I think he definitely is going to look at QB as a position you got to get, and I think this kind of helps to, like you said, you got to kind of hands-on experience of looking at something that was greatness, and also looking at something that a lot of people didn't see as greatness coming out of the draft, but y'all was able to figure out and see that, and how you was able to see that when nobody else really saw it, because there was a lot of knocks on Patrick Mahomes when he came out of college. Feet work ain't right. He's always out of position. His throwing ain't there were so many things about him, but they was able to fix that. So we've kind of heard that, the Brinker and Titans are really favoring Cam Ward, that's who they really like the most. But, you know, it's still months away. Things can change.
Yeah.
And if we're going to get to Coach Shador at the Senior Bowl, what better opportunity it is than, all right, if you're already kind of sold on one guy, let's go coach the guy you're not been sold on so you can learn more about that. And that'll either solidify what you feel about Cam, or it's going to make the debate between Cam and Shador even harder in the Titans staffing. So Shador rather than Cam, because I think that they are leaning more Cam, and I would much rather coach the guy that they are leaning so.
Yeah, it looks like Firestone's in a bad area. Yeah, Firestone's in a bad area.
Yeah, you good. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna piggyback what he said, man. I 100% agree, man. Like, we need to make sure that we know we are correct on what quarterback and get a you know what I'm saying, full list on who we want, because at the end of the day, man, like, this guy's gonna be our franchise player. You know what I'm saying? So let me go over here. This guy's gonna be our franchise player, man. So he's the guy that we're gonna be put the face on the stadium, man. Like, we got to make sure that we nail this guy. And you know, man, we argued this morning about Cam Ward versus Shador Sanders, and obviously I'm a Cam Ward guy. Just got people that like Shador more, and there's nothing wrong. Both of them are good quarterbacks, man. You know, I just want the Titans to make sure that if you do pick Shador, don't pick Shador because he's gonna bring the rappers. He's gonna wear the icy chains. He's gonna keep us on primetime TV. Like, get him because he's the best player in the draft. I mean, the best quarterback in the draft. I'm gonna say that. It makes it,
bro.
Confirm it.
Go
you
ahead.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'll say this too. And I've seen some people in the comments say, you know, well, Shador fits the offense better. We got now. Don't draft off of that, because Callahan might not be here, and that's what's been aggravating me with the bigger picture of the front office. The front office needs to know what they want the Tennessee Titans to be, and stop bringing coaches and GMs around to sell them on what the Titans should be. So then when they fire them, we're constantly going through this re-identity of who we're going to be. You need to draft whatever QB is going to lead the Titans into being what you want the Titans to be for the next 10 to 15 years, not what fits this offense right now, because you might draft the guy that fits this offense. We fire Cowley, but he doesn't fit the next guy's offense. Figure out what you want the Tennessee Titans to be, and then start finding players that fit that mold, and start finding coaches that'll help you achieve that vision. But it doesn't seem like Miss Amy or that front office honestly knows what she wants the Tennessee Titans to be. And until the front office knows that, we're going to be constantly pissing in the wind, not getting anything done, going in the same place over and over and over again.
For sure. Shout out to Sports Tacular for the super chat once again. We appreciate you very, very much. Borgonzi already said he's bringing his guys with him year one, whereas Rand kept some of J-Rob's leftovers. Also, I want Cam. He's unbelievable. Yeah, I do believe Mike is going to be bringing over his own guys, and there's going to be some real reshaping going on amongst the scouts, because I mean, you can say what you want, but parts of J-Rob was still lurking throughout this organization, and for us to get to where we want to be, we got to get all the J-Rob mess up out of here. And as far as Cam Ward, won't be mad if we go with Cam Ward, but I'd rather have Shador. I think he fits the offense better. I think that he plays a tad bit more on time, which is a big thing to Callahan, because if he goes Cam Ward, he's going to have to switch the offense around some to cater to Cam Ward's skill set.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. Both of them are going to have to get polished a little bit more. The only reason I like Cam Ward a little bit more is just because y'all got to understand the league is a lot different than it was back during when Brady and them played, bro. Like, these guys are athletic, man. These DNs are athletic. You can't just be a pocket passer, strictly pocket passer. Now, don't get me wrong, Shador can get out the pocket, but he's not getting out the pocket like Cam, dog. And our line ain't just the best. So why bring Cam? Both of them gonna be running for their life. So why want to get somebody that's game is literally running for their life and making plays? You know what I'm saying? So.
For sure. And speaking about bringing guys over, now we got a free agent coming up at right guard, man. The boy Trey Smith from Kansas City.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah, Vols fans know exactly who he is.
I was so mad the Titans didn't draft that dude, bro. I was like, what are we doing? Like, why we not draft him? Now he's a all-pro player on the Kansas City Chiefs. Like,
yeah, if Titans, they spend some money in free agency, they most definitely need to spend some money on that offensive line and go get Trey Smith, man, because Lord knows we need all kinds of help on that right side. But as far as right tackle, who are some of the names y'all feeling out there?
I was in Firestone had any names. I don't know nobody, bro. I'm gonna keep it on. I was thinking we were going to draft somebody, maybe in a second.
Yeah, that's what it's pretty much looking like, man. Because the list isn't too good.
No, I don't see the list very, very well for free agency unless there's somebody that maybe sticks out to Bill that he's like they're just untapped potential. There's a gem there that nobody else has really seen. But even then, I kind of hold off on that a little bit because you also told us to bring in Leroy Watson this year and told us to bring in Shadik Charles, and those two guys didn't really work out either. So you want some input, but also like with any coach, take it with a little bit of grain of salt of their input. It's important, but it shouldn't be fully the impact of the decision who comes in here. So I just think we got to find somebody in the draft and start young because you're going to have to pay. If we're going to keep some guys around, all right, we're going to bring Trey Smith here. If that's going to be the push, you're going to have to pay him a bit. Skronsky's going to have to get paid here soon. At some point, you're going to have to pay Latham with this rookie contract up. So you got to see in the future a little bit. You don't want to have – you'd much rather have that O-line built young than having to build through free agency and then figure out how to retain these guys when their rookie contracts come up with high-ass free agency contracts.
Do y'all know what the cap space is going to look like for the Titans this year? I think it's around 65 million or something like that.
It's going to change. It's going to change after.
Yeah, it'll change once they start, making cuts and hopefully trading some people.
We might have about 100 million by the time we done, bro. We probably going to trade some people, cut some people. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be about 100 million. I'm calling it now.
We got a super chat too. Shout out to 901. Everybody in the 901, man. Shout out to 901. Tighten up in the house. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Cam Ward, salute. Like I said, I won't be mad with Cam Ward. The Titans need a quarterback. But at the same time, if they not feeling it, just like I said when Moran was it, if they not feeling these quarterbacks, they need to go get the player that they think is going to have the biggest impact on the team, because that's what it's about with this number one overall draft pick. You want to get the best player that's going to have the most impact on your team. You want to get somebody that can potentially either be defensive player of the year or MVP or offensive player of the year. So, I mean, Cam Ward, if they believe in him, hey, I rock with it myself.
Man, my boy Jay, he been fighting for Abdul Carter, bro. That's his player.
I won't
Abdul
be
Carter's a dog, though, bro. I ain't gonna lie, he a dog. He a monster, bro. But
he's like, bro. He is gonna be the next Michael Parsons, I think, too. He's gonna be that next mold, if not better than what he's, bro. He's just a beast. He's that guy you kind of want, that TJ Watt feel. But I'm with you, like, if this is the year we got to get a QB and you're actually sold on him, you got to pull the trigger and go get that QB. But if you're not sold on them QBs, don't force it either. Travis Hunter and Abdul Carter will be nice, and you figure out. Sometimes when you be patient, things come to you when you don't expect it. Things can happen next year in a draft. Things can happen next year in free agency. And I'm not campaigning for that. I'm just saying, when all the cards are on the table, make sure you're making a good decision at that number one off pick and not just reaching because QB is what we need to have right now this second, and we reach on a QB and we're set back another 5-6 years.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a deep edge class, bro. Like, when I tell you, man, I've been looking at all the edges. That's from James Pierce to the guy from Georgia, Mikael Williams. You got freaking Mike Green, Jack Sawyer. You know what I'm saying? Like, the list goes on of edge rushers. Now, don't get me wrong, Abdul Carter is he's the king of all of them, bro. Abdul Carter's an absolute dog, absolute monster. But freaking Man, it's so deep, bro. We don't have to get one in the first round. You get what I'm saying? And now, and I know Jay, you love you some Abdul Carter, bro. You've been screaming his name, bro, since I first talked to him about the draft, bro. Man, God, boy, I like Jack Sawyer from Ohio State, man. He's my second round pick, bro. That dude is unreal, man. I like Landon Jackson too. We played against Arkansas this year, man. He had a hell of a game. You know what I'm saying? Against us. Princely's good too.
For sure. Shout out to ATX Loki. Thank you for sharing, sus. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the third. Y'all ready to talk about these playoff games that's coming up this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get it, man, because I'm ready to see the Houston Texans fail again in the divisional round of the playoffs. But before we talk about it, let's get to the super chat. Shout out to Josh Milk for watching tonight, man. Y'all make sure y'all go tune in to Cast It with the King too, man. Josh talks about everything from movies, sports, life, whatever, man. Anything's on the table when it comes to Josh. But he says Shador and Ja will rule Tennessee. This is the year to get a quarterback. These bridge quarterbacks are washed up and won't excite the real fan base. Hey, look, as soon as you said something about bridge quarterback, I got to think about Sam Darnold Monday night, man. I actually went back and watched what little could I watch of that game, and my God. Yeah, they bet no team should touch Sam Darnold. If any team decides to go sign this guy, they better give him no more than $10 million.
I told y'all, bro.
Contract. Do not get that man $20 million for no 4 years. I'm telling you, you're going to set your fan base back 8 years if you make that move.
I told y'all about them damn Vikings. I said, why ain't y'all picking them to go to Super Bowl? They got 14 wins, bro. Why ain't y'all picking them? They were like, yeah, everybody got quiet. I said, I know why. Say Darnold, bro. You know he finna say him.
That and them Detroit Lions look real, bro. I don't care what your record looks like. Them Detroit Lions in the NFC look like they are a team with a mission, bro. They got a fire lit under their ass.
I ain't gonna lie though, Firestone. I think the Eagles might get them though, bro. I think the Eagles can get them, man. We'll see though. That's gonna be a hell of a Eastern. I say NFC Championship, bro.
I think that game would come down to heart and the players fighting for their coach, and that is definitely a Detroit Lion win and not Philly. The Philly turn on their play on their coach. AJ sitting there reading books on sidelines, so like they might perform well, but as a locked-in cohesive unit, they not the Detroit Lions. And if it comes down to fighting back for adversity, the Detroit Lions bond together and come and play together, where when shit starts going to bad, Philly starts slowly falling apart.
Hey, y'all want to know something crazy about the Detroit Lions? So the Detroit Lions and Tennessee Titans have something in common. And that one thing is they struggle against mobile quarterbacks. So, I mean, we could see a lot of Jaden Daniels on the ground tomorrow. I mean, they could give Detroit some hell, man. How do you feel about it, Firestone?
I don't know. We've never seen a rookie QB go to the Super Bowl. I think Dak was the closest in our modern era with him and Zeke. But I don't know. We're going to see. I don't really. I think this is like, even though we've seen some stuff from the Detroit Lions in the regular season, I think you're going to see a different Detroit Lions in this playoffs, bro. They got too close last year. They really thought their window was last year. They really kept everybody kind of around. Their coaching staff came back. They're still that team that's like, nah, we want to show that everybody we have turned things around. We have fixed it. It ain't just Patrick Mahomes. It ain't just the Chiefs. It ain't just the AFC that's good and competent in this NFL. So I see them adding a different layer and turning on an extra switch in the playoffs that nobody else knew about, but these Detroit Lions. I actually see Detroit Lions probably winning the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, that's a smart. Hey, look, I'll say this though, bro. I don't think the Commanders ready yet. They're not ready yet. You know what I'm saying? Look, they a good team. I love Jaden Daniels. He's probably my favorite quarterback to watch. That's not on the Titans. That's young. but they're not ready. They're not ready for Detroit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's a level that they got to get to that Detroit's already there. They're still trying to get there. You know.
I do think it's good the Commanders are facing them this early, though, because like I said, they're not ready. But to face a team like this, when you're on the verge of almost getting everything ready, to see that up close, like, okay, this is what we're striving towards, it's kind of a good thing to have them play them this early.
Yeah, let them remember it.
Yes.
I'll say this, though, and that's why I was so hurt. I hate to bring it up. That's why I was so hurt about 21, bro. Because I know we seen the Chiefs in 19, bro, and I said this is what we're gonna get to, bro, so we can win the Super Bowl, and we freaking blew it. So we played it because I knew we would have seen them damn Chiefs. We'd have beat them, bro. But hey, this is another story for this maybe in another lifetime.
Man, look, man, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. The Texans ain't got no chance in hell against Kansas City, and I don't know why all these delusional ass Texan fans are getting themselves hyped up just to go get their brains beat in. I'm talking about every single time they meet Kansas City in the playoffs, some embarrassing shit ends up happening. And I don't care what's going on with the Chiefs right now. I can guarantee you that the Texans ain't gonna do shit but go out there and leave Kansas City 0-6 in the divisional round of the playoffs.
Oh, this is gonna be good, bro. I can't wait to see this, bro. They play tomorrow too. Is it the first game today? They making sure they put their
they ain't gonna put their punk asses on prime time. They ain't gonna put their motherfucking asses on prime time. No goddamn more because of that foolishness on Christmas Day going out there and scoring 2 fucking points. And that was a gift from Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry probably just like, man, it's Christmas, man. Let me get these
they getting ready to
2
beat
points, man, so they
Jesus out of Houston,
go crash out. Man, look, man. They not beating Kansas City tomorrow, man. Let's just be real. Kansas City is like the Patriots back in the gap. People used to talk shit about the Patriots. Oh, the Patriots struggling. They gonna win the Super Bowl this year. Brady ain't looking like Brady. Then you get to the playoffs and they blowing everybody out. That's the same thing finna happen with Kansas City this year. They finna walk their ass right back to the Super Bowl and win that motherfucker.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Kansas City win. Like, everybody act like they just not Kansas City. Like, bro, they going up to the Kansas City, bro. They going to their freaking house. Are you going to the game, Firestone, or?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah, boy. You get to see this shit live. Oh, yeah, they finna beat the bejesus out these boys. I'm telling you, they score a touchdown in the first quarter. If they go up 7-0, it's over. It's over, bro. It gonna be nothing. The crowd's gonna be going crazy.
Yeah, Texas fan doing all this shit talking, but they went up out there and they almost blew it to the Chargers. If Justin Herbert wouldn't have went out there and threw 7 goddamn interceptions or whatever, they probably would have lost to them too, man.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be there. I'm excited to see the atmosphere and how this little Kansas City Chiefs Stadium is and Arrowhead is, and their atmosphere. You know, Mama Snead talked about it a little bit when we had her on here on the episode. So I'm excited to see that. But nah, man, these Texans fans crack me up because they still ain't earned nothing, still ain't won nothing. They talking about the Week 18 win. We was trying to lose that game, and y'all still barely won the damn game we was trying to lose. And we beat y'all with Will Levis earlier in the season. Y'all couldn't even score a touchdown on Christmas Day. Shut the fuck up and sit down. Like, y'all's only here because the rest of us sucked in the AFC South. If there was at least one competent team in the AFC South this year, they would have easily beat y'all's asses and been out here in the playoffs because y'all couldn't do shit. Y'all was on a horrible ass run towards the end of the season and needed a get right game against us where we had to hand you a W, and it still don't look like it was a get right game for y'all. So, bro, sit down, be humble, and realize until y'all get somewhere and make a fucking playoff run, I don't give a damn else what y'all Texans fans and your franchise is done. You ain't doing what the ultimate goal is, which is make a playoff run and get to a Super Bowl. Take all your division titles all you want, but you ain't done shit with them.
See, man, shout out to my guy. Let me get this super chat real quick, RJ. Shout out to my guy A-Dot with the super chat. We appreciate you very much, my guy. Look like you successful in life too, man. Much power to you. But he says the Warzone chat going to be quiet in the mud when they lose. I'm going to be like, if your team is not in the playoffs, then shh. Hey, man. And you know that's all Texas fans say. They go win the game. They run the Titans fans for gratification or whatever, man. I mean, that's all they do. Look at us. We won the football game again. I'm going to see how fast they run to us when they lose tomorrow, though.
Yeah, boy, they're going to be. I already told you. You see the post I made in the Warzone chat. I literally said, y'all go ahead and get ready for it. Oh, we made the playoffs. Oh, we won the AFC South. The Titans are 3-14. You know it's coming. They going to have the same coping mechanism that they've been saying. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, that's why I'm happy. That's another reason why our job was one of the most attractive out of all the job openings, bro. Bro, our division isn't good. The Texans have an overrated quarterback. The freaking Jaguars have an overrated quarterback. The Colts don't have a quarterback at all. So, like, and then you got us who can pick a good quarterback. We can change the trajectory of this division real fast, and then people don't realize that we can.
Man, fuck these though bitch ass emotional ass Texan fan, man. Let's talk about some real football teams, man. Let's talk about the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills, man, because both of these quarterbacks, as y'all know, when it comes to the playoffs, Patrick Mahomes is their boogeyman. So, who do y'all think is going to meet Kansas City in the AFC Championship game? And I'm going to start this one off with Firestone.
This is going to be, a tough one because, man, we're finally at the point where, Josh Allen has played hands down this year. Lamar Jackson has played hands down this year. And Kansas is kind of struggling, but they're the Chiefs. You can't really count them out. They're well coached. Even whenever it needs to happen, they fight through adversity, and they figure it out whenever they need to, and they pull it out of their ass some fucking way. So for me, I just think it's hard for me to pick Josh Allen so many times. So I think it's Lamar Jackson and them that go through and then come through and hit Kansas City. And I honestly think it's probably going to be a Ravens and Detroit Lions Super Bowl.
Ravens and Detroit Lions. RJ, how you feel about it?
Now, I tried to tell you at the beginning of the season, Morocco, man, does Henry going to Baltimore was going to make them a problem, bro. I ain't picking against the Ravens this year, bro. I ain't going to lie. That Derrick Henry, he running like he want a ring, dog. Lamar playing like he want a ring, bro. Their defense is hidden, dog. And the Bills, man, it took them too long to get rid of the Broncos. Like, they supposed to beat the brakes off the Broncos, bro. Like, they ain't up to par yet. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to take Baltimore, man. You know what I'm saying? I think the Ravens got them. It's going to be a hell of a game, though.
Man,
it's like the Bills are still missing one piece. I don't know what the piece is, but it's like the Bills are still missing that one piece that just sets them over the top. And it's a defensive piece.
They need an elite receiver.
They need it.
Yeah, I was about to say either an elite receiver or an elite pass rusher.
Yeah, I think they missing that too. Like, they ain't got nobody that I'm scared of on the line of scrimmage, bro. I feel like you can bully them boys. Like, Henry gonna have a field day. God, Henry about to be gonna kill them boys.
Yeah, I do think the Ravens beat the Bills. When do they play? Sunday? They play Sunday, right? Yeah, they play Sunday. So yes. I think Baltimore will get the Bills. And man, honest to God truth, I did not expect the Bills to be in the playoffs because I really didn't think Josh Allen could carry a football team like he has this year. And he has most definitely earned my respect, man. I'm not going to go call him a leader or anything because when it comes to elite quarterbacks, for me, you need to win the Super Bowl. And there's only one quarterback that has won the Super Bowl in the top 5 right now, and that's Pat Mahomes. He's the only elite quarterback in my opinion. But Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, they most definitely got my respect this year. Hell, I would even say Joe Burrow because man, the Bengals, they need some damn defense. I mean, we got to keep it real. They don't need that much defense. They just need a little bit of defense because we know the Bengals can put up points. But what's the point of putting up points when your defense get the points right back?
If they quit asking for so much goddamn money, you feel me? They can put a defense out there. By the end of this contract negotiation, Jamar Chase is gonna own the Cincinnati Bengals. He's gonna be a part-time owner. Cause man, dude, I mean, he absolutely went bonkers this year, bro. And like Burrow, man, I mean, Burrow, he was the best quarterback this year. I mean, you got. I mean, I know they didn't get to the playoffs, but numbers wise, he was the best quarterback this year. I mean, I love Lamar Jackson, but man,
Nah, yeah, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be
Oh
mad
no,
if
it's just not
Lamar
always numbers.
won one this year.
It's,
Go
What
ahead,
would you say?
Firestone.
no, I just for me, yeah, I was saying no. The Joe Burrow things, like the stats are cool and everything, but it's still that's why I can't ever just focus on just the stat lines, because when you turn on the tape, Joe was struggling this year. His stats look a lot better than he played this year. He struggled a lot this season. He didn't look comfortable. Lamar has just been looking like just cutting through butter on everything. He's just so relaxed out here, so easily being able to do whatever he wants at any moment in time. He's figured out this year, it seems like, to take what defenses give him rather than what he wants to do to defenses now. Because I know they wanted to feed Henry in that first half a lot more. I know it, but they kept biting on Henry, that he just kept grabbing the ball and kept running with it. He's learned to, all right, take what they give us rather than force it. Bro, Lamar's been out here playing one hell of a season. If he was MVP the past 2 years, he's definitely MVP again this year.
Alex says, I hate seeing Henry with the Ravens. It's like watching your ex-girlfriend with a different tune. I mean, I'm pretty much over it right now. I mean, it is what it is. More power to Derrick Henry. I wish him nothing but the best. If he ends up winning the Super Bowl this year, oh well. I mean, I wouldn't hate that for him, and I definitely wouldn't hate it for Lamar, because I mean, for all the criticism Lamar Jackson has gotten throughout his career, he hasn't done anything but get better. Just like Firestone said, he's at that point now where he's taking what the defense is giving him. He's not out there trying to run around all over the field and make plays with his legs. No, I mean, Lamar, whenever he's making plays with his legs, he still got his eyes downfield. He's trying to make a play with his arm.
You know, and it's crazy. If only, we had a QB like Lamar, on this Titans team. Like, if only, if it was only 3 years ago that he tested the market and any team could have picked him up, but every team was like, no, fuck it, go back to the Ravens. No, like, we could have, bro, we didn't need a QB. We could have got Lamar, and y'all ass was like,
I said it, bro. I was on
that.
here saying, get this man.
They wasn't gonna come up off of Lamar. I mean, it was a good conversation to have, most definitely, but they weren't coming up off of Lamar Jackson.
Bro, but you could have
just negotiating tactics.
Right, but if you're not, let's say that negotiation tactics. Whatever I offer him, you're most likely gonna match, right? Let me offer him something ridiculous. Let me offer him something ridiculous. Let me hurt your pocketbook, make you pay ridiculous and tax your ass for Lamar, and then make it hard to build around Lamar. We could have done that to their asses 3 years ago, and I know this was probably, fucked up, but then they probably wouldn't have had the money to sign Derrick Henry. They wouldn't have had the money to do all this.
Oh, no, Firestone.
There's a different side of chess to this shit that some franchises don't see.
But you know what, though? When it comes to quarterbacks and players of Lamar's caliber, players will take less to go and play with those guys. I mean, when you got a team that's right there on the brinks of making it to and winning a Super Bowl, you got guys that will sacrifice to be a part of that. So, I mean, even if the price was higher than it is, even if the price was higher, I mean, I'd still say the Ravens are right here in this position with a player like Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I just look. This my thing is, man. I just want him to do it for the sake of running quarterbacks, because people just act like Lamar. You just cannot win with the way Lamar plays, and I'm like, dude, like he's phenomenal, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude is a phenomenal player, man. To me, he's a top 10 quarterback of all time right now. Right now, with no Super Bowl ring, he's a top 10 quarterback of all time. And that's him without, you know what I'm saying? They wanted him to switch his position. They wanted him to stop running. They wanted him to be a pocket passer. They wanted to change his throwing style. They wanted him to do everything instead of just be Lamar. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm just happy for him, man. And I hope he gets the Super Bowl ring. I hate the Ravens. I can't stand the Ravens. I hate the Ravens more than any other football team. But I love Lamar and I love Derrick Henry. And I hope they both deserve rings. You know what I'm saying? So I hope they do get this ring. Just for the simple fact of, man, they deserve it. We screwed Derrick Henry over. We gave him Ryan Tannehill. We need to get him a real quarterback. And Lamar Jackson has just been doubted since he came out of college. Like, people just swore this man was the 32nd pick in the freaking draft after winning a Heisman, bro. Like, that's disrespectful, bro. He shouldn't have been number one pick.
100.
They picked Josh Rosen and Sam Howell.
Say that again, Firestone.
He had over 100 touchdowns in college.
Yeah. Cam Ward also, he has the highest touchdown. He has the most touchdowns thrown in NCAA history, just so y'all know how that. Throw that out there. But nah, but I say this though. But
that little alley-oop for you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But hey, they picked Sam Howell and freaking Sam Darnold over Lamar Jackson, bro, and Josh Rosen. Those were the quarterbacks that would pick the head of Lamar, bro. None of them were better than him, bro. Like, what are people talking about, man? Like, the 9 times out of 10, the talent that's in college, if they put the work in, it's going to translate to the league, bro. So if they're great in college, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be great in the league too, bro. They got to put the work in.
And all you need is good coaching, man. I mean, they got Lamar good coaching. I mean, Greg Roman. I know people got their thoughts and opinions about Greg Roman, but Greg Roman, he put Lamar in position to get comfortable with the NFL speed. And once Lamar outgrew the offense, they brought in Todd Monken, and Todd Monken has unlocked Lamar Jackson. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up for the night, fellas, man. Good talk once again, man. Y'all know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, blah, blah. This, then the third. Make sure you go holler at Wilson down in Music City, Autoplex.com. Look at me. Make sure you go holler at Wilson down in Music City, Autoplex. Best prices within 500 miles. If you can't make it down there to the lot, most definitely go to MusicCityAutoplex.com and check out their inventory. Give them a call at 844-543-0108 and get those picks in, man. How many points they giving the Texans?
They're 7.5 point.
They giving them 7.5.
I'm about to hold on. I'm gonna double check.
So anyway, regardless of what it is, man, take Kansas City. Take Kansas City to cover the spread because they're going to beat the fuck out the Texans, man. Get those picks in, man. Bet US where the games begin. 10% gamblers insurance, 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. Hey, man. Like I said, it's been a dope-ass episode, man. We're going to be right back with y'all Monday, man. Firestone, you be safe on that road, man. You got anything you want to say before we ride out?
No, man, just weather the storm. We're gonna see what's going on, man. My mind's been everywhere with Titans and what's going on with TikTok, bro. My mind has been such a whirlwind this past week. So at least we know what kind of direction. We know what the GM is now. Now we can kind of focus more on the draft. So at least we got somewhat of a direction headed for Titans fans to look forward to. So now we can dive in a little bit more of draft talk.
For sure. Tell the driver they got to drive, man.
Hey, these roads out here bumpy. We're gonna thoroughly think this bet out. It's gonna be something good, man. Cause this is a good bet. I think the Titans got a chance in this bet, bro. I think they got more of a chance than what you realize.
Keep thinking that. Go ahead, RJ. I love that confidence. Pick something ridiculous. Go for
it. Oh man, RJ. So man, it's been real, man. Any last words before we get down?
No, man, we're good, man. Hey, we get to laugh on Saturday, baby. It's gonna be a comedy show.
Man, look, man,
I don't see it live.
Nah, yeah, man. I wish I could see that live, boy. I love watching the Houston Texans embarrass them damn selves in divisional round of the playoffs, man.
Firestone, you gonna be are you gonna be that fan that goes with the Titan jersey on, bro? You gonna have a Titan jersey on?
Hell yeah.
I got my shit. Shit, bro.
Man, I hope like hell you got an Oilers jersey, bro. Because it would be so legendary for you to wear an Oilers jersey and Kansas City go out there and beat the fuck out the Texans to the point where they wish they would never hype them damn selves up.
Damn, Rock, I wish you would have said this. I didn't think about that level of trolling, bro.
Man, you should have worn your
Earl right there in front
jersey,
of the Texans.
man.
You ain't hating hard enough, Firestone.
Have JJ Watt sub tweeting you and shit.
I was just thinking like this team. I was just pissed off at the team. I wasn't even in a trolling mood, and that would have been nice. And the cherry on top, like the extra sweetness of Kansas City. We're taking your assistant GM too. Also, hey, Houston Texans, fuck you. Man, that would have been a nice double little burn.
Nah, yeah, most definitely, man. But hey, fuck the Texans. We finna get up out of here, man. Enjoy y'all weekend and enjoy the Houston Texans getting the ever-loving fuck beat out of them. Tighten the fuck